Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, Peyton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first down, Elway gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. They'll run on first down. Peyton. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Chris Jones on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gates with a grab. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Ready? 47 is the mic. Here we go. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight Bravo. Hey, check right 47, check. Roll out. Just like that, just like that.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He will find Winslow. That's complete. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go, here we go. Alert flare, flare. Greystone, travel.
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
That was a nicely run slant. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Break. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Hey, orbit. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Look at me. Go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the 2nd try.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 32.
From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No. General West. Man. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Back, ready?
On second down now, Peyton. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 51 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Thomas has got it. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready, ready. 10 logo. So don't say nothing. Kill, kill, kill. Get it.
From the gun on third down, it's Elway. He's got his man. That's Wallace. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. What's good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around.
That's caught at the 25. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts.
That's good for Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
Hey, Haywood. You're out.
They'll look to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll run with Sanders. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all to score as the kick's away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Elway will throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've come upon halftime, the Super Bowl, as we send you as our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Hey, let's go. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Oh, get him, get him, get him. Snap.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
He's coming. Double up, double up. Draw quarter.
On first down, Sanders. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Check, 47.
2nd and 3. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, wahoo!
Back to throw. And open, it's Moss, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Another run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on first down. Peyton. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rock it.
Now they'll throw it with Elway. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Elway to throw. Finds his target. It's Gates. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. On first down, Peyton. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Got it. Look, squeeze. What we got?
Now Elway on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 2nd down, Peyton. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Elway. And that's complete to Gates. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the Saints have retaken the lead. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon. And they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was the prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back to throw now on first down. Now he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
Hey, box drop.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Moss. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And watch the leg. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Coming. Slam. Gone. Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47. Hey, team 6. Go.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
2nd and 10. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. With a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Elway. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
To throw is Elway. This is complete to Michael Thomas. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Kamara. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Gates, the intended receiver there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From midfield, Elway. Gates with a grab. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Throwing now is Elway. It's caught, Smith. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A four-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Kamara. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them. They come out here in the eye. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play. And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And the Lombardi Trophy is headed back to the Bayou. The New Orleans Saints, Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it. It certainly is, and rarely Do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss it. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me.
This is the last opportunity to re-sign your players or they'll become free agents.
Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
Time to bring the bass bird.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. High boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big jobs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, hot, dash.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? How about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, your poppin', your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat for the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving it soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal.
Yeah. When I've been up in smash. When up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my.